The Middle East. This is without a doubt one of the most developed parts of the planet, with its tall buildings, good infrastructure, very good looking cities, and much, much more. This in turn has been very attractive to immigrant workers, especially Africans. Africans travel so many kilometers away from their homes to go in search for greener pastures. But how green is this pasture? I am going to have a conversation with someone who has been in both worlds. She has worked in Kenya and also in the Middle East. Hello, hola, bonjour, konnichiwa, niaje, ni hao, from wherever you're watching me from, and karibu sana to the video. Welcome.
My name is Winfred. I'm from Kenya. I'm a female in my late 20s. Oh yeah, I know, we are growing old.
Yes, that's true, we really are. But please tell us, how did you find yourself in the Middle East?
I came to the Middle East last year, that's 2020. I came on a tourist visa for 3 months. That was my plan. Though I had a job ready, I had a connection for a ready job. So me applying for a visiting visa, I knew I was coming to work, not just to visit, then go back home. So I didn't have a plan of going back home.
You have mentioned traveling last year, which was 2020. How were you able to do all that with the pandemic and all that, coronavirus, COVID-19?
So when I got here, that's when I came generally, then on March, then the pandemic, then it started hitting. So at least I was safe. I arrived before the lockdown started, and I thank God for that. So far, so good. And there has been an amazing journey. I'm on a contract for 2 years. I am working now as a PA, that's a personal assistant. Though back home in my country, I did a totally different thing. I'm a fitness instructor. I know I'm small, but I'm a fitness instructor. That's what I used to do back in Kenya, but we need to pay bills. And it wasn't paying much because I was still studying. I was still an amateur. But actually, most people who come here in the Middle East to work, they don't really do whatever they majored in back in their countries. So you just have to do what you have to do.
Interesting. And how has it been so far?
It has been good. Yes, it has been challenging, but I can't complain.
I am very happy to hear that. How is life different here and there where you are, back home and where you are? Kwanza, where are you exactly in the Middle East? Please shed some light on that.
Actually, I am in UAE. The country is UAE, United Arab Emirates, but I'm in Abu Dhabi. That's the capital city of United Arab Emirates. Most people think that Dubai is the capital city, but actually Abu Dhabi is the capital city of United Arab Emirates. I don't know. And it's an amazing place to be. You mix with the people from different continents, different race, religion, everything. And it's kind of challenging. At the same time, you'd get to learn as well. So the difference. Let me start with the good ones. Difference between Kenya and United Arab Emirates. Security. When you compare the security here and the security back in my country, iko sawa. It's up to the T. Like, I've never heard of a case like when you can be walking in Nairobi and somebody just snatches your phone, your bag, or a robbery just happens when people are watching.
Time to check my social media, yeah. To see who loves me online.
Actually, you can leave your house not closed, and then you come back and you find everything just the way you left it. But that does not mean you be careless just because. I happened to dial the 999 for the police in case there was an emergency. It will take less than 10 minutes, they will be here. That's how efficient they are. 99.99% Kenya tufiki. Asikujishusha. And then we have the means of transport. I think the only way that the means of transport here it's safe here because kwenye tunagonga gari Kenya tumezoea bao taobao. It's different because hakuna makanga, there's no conductors, and then you don't get to pay cash. We pay we have a bus card that you have to load amount of money for you to move from one point to the other. I think the pricing is almost the same, but most of the time, like let's say I'm in Dubai, I'm in Abu Dhabi, and I need to move within the city, I don't pay. As long as I'm using the public transport, the bus, I don't get to pay, I get to move freely for certain hours. But when you're moving from one city to the other, you get to pay.
So that means that people who live in Keno and Rongai and Kitengela Zauko will have to pay if that system will be applied in Nairobi. Very interesting. So you say you do not pay via cash. How do you pay and how does it work? Can I just sneak into the bus and not pay, or how does it work? Because with no conductors, how are they able to monitor and know that this person is paid and this person is not paid?
You are supposed to tap the card before you get into your seat, but sometimes people just budge, they go out without paying, but there's a checkup that happens, and if in case you are caught, be on the wrong side, so just be on the safe side.
So we have had a lot of improvement in the health sector here. How is healthcare there?
Health sector, I think it's way better, but it's expensive here. By the time you're getting employed, your sponsor or your boss, we call them the sponsor here now, not the other sponsor, no, your boss, they're supposed to pay your medical. So that's where you get, maybe if you have to pay very little amount of money. The other good thing about being here, there's no bribe.
No bribe?
Yes.
How do you people live? No bribe?
Hakuna bribe huko. So hakuna kulipa polisi. It's a good thing, it's a bad thing as well for wenye wanapenda kuwa kwa makosa. So it's kinda, though, just try to be on the light side. So you don't get to lipa police, like let's say you have rapped or you made a U-turn where you're not supposed to, you did not obey the traffic rights and everything. Actually, they will not even stop you. There are cameras that's all over. They'll just capture, then the money will be deducted directly. You will have a penalty fee that you have to pay. So then also another thing, alcohol. Here it's not as accessible as it is back in my country, but here it's not possible unless you are 21 and above. It's very hard to find a drunken here.
No alcohol in Kenyan survive there. Crazy. Any other notable differences from here and there?
It's this casual sex people have. Oh goodness. Something like, it's like a pandemic in my country. You get to have sex anytime, whenever you feel like, with whoever you feel like. As long as you both have the concept, the rule is supposed to you're not supposed to have sex unless you're married. So the rules are very strict.
Okay, from whatever you're saying, we can think that the United Arab Emirates, especially Abu Dhabi, is paradise. What are the bad things, maybe disadvantages, or things that you've seen in the place that you reside in right now that are not quite as good as the way they are? back home.
Freedom of speech. Here you don't have a freedom of speech. You cannot start just talking about politics. You had better not, because you can be reported by anybody and you'll find yourself in trouble because of that. So it's not like in my country where you can start.
Is that IMF office? I heard that you gave Kenya money to save business which affected by coronavirus. Don't send my money to government. Please, send my money direct to my phone.
Life is expensive here, which is, I think it's okay. According to the kind of life that they have, the kind of security, the kind of everything, it's okay. I think the quality, even the food here is it's a bit on the higher side when you compare it to my country. And then the access maybe of the natural, like organic stuff, they're a little bit on the higher side when compared to my country. You also don't get to speak much about your religion, so it's good to keep your opinions about your religion to yourself.
That is it from me. I didn't want this video to be really long. There's so many things that we had talked about, and I would want to continue them in a different video. So part 2 will be coming soon. So if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. I hope this content is helping you if you're a person who's looking to go in search for greener pastures in the Middle East. I'll be having more episodes like this for people who have gone abroad in different countries, in other African countries, people who are starting businesses, people who are just making ends meet. So if you want to be a part of this, please email me at rensilasenji@gmail.com. I will put the email down in the description box, and you just do your thing. So again, if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do that right now. I'm giving you 2 seconds. Thank you. If you still haven't, it was good seeing you, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye.